Hello and welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2 and Cambridge United, and well, it's going well. It's going really, really well. Almost too well, if anything. I mean, we'll look at the league table to start things off today, and we have played 36 games, 10 games to go, and we are top of the league. Top of the league with a margin of 5 points back to Charlton, Steve McLaren's Charlton, and then most importantly of all, 13 points clear of MK Dons in third, and then, well, three teams on 65 points, Wycombe, Hull and QPR. Fleetwood have just fallen off a little bit, and then we're going to play them today, so hopefully we can capitalise on that run of slightly worse form from them. But it's a very good position and a very, very healthy lead, which will be very funny if we throw away, but not for me. So how have we done it then? Well, since last time it has been some actually quite good performances, only one of them with a particularly big goal scoring margin, but some disciplined performances nevertheless. First of all, a 1-0 win away at Portsmouth, Adam Ider getting the goal in that one. He was just a bit camera shy in the episode. Our FA Cup run did though come to an end. 180 minutes of football could not separate us and Oxford United. It took a penalty shootout, and well, even with the new patch, we still couldn't win that one. They missed their first penalty but then scored the rest, and we did not. So well done Oxford, they're through. Who did they end up playing in the next round? I can't remember who the choices were. Sheffield United was their eventual opponent, and it was a 3-0 defeat. So, well, I mean, I think we would have put up a bit more fight at Bramall Lane personally. And then the absolutely massive game against Charlton. It was the top of the table clash. I did consider recording it, but I wanted to go a bit further. And, well, I mean, I wish I had in some ways, because it was a 2-1 win. And maybe our luck wouldn't have been as good if I had recorded it. A 2-1 win, great performance. Will Ferry and Dixon Bonner with some excellent goals. The goal from Brendan Sarping, Viradoo for them, was something special as well. So a great performance, and it was a performance that did propel us, as you saw, to the top of the table, and we haven't relinquished that since, although it's not for lack of trying. We could have pushed on and extended our lead, and we then drew 1-1 with Colchester, which is not the worst result ever. But since then, things have been excellent. A 4-0 demolition job against Lincoln City, 2 from Adam Ider, 1 from Dennis Politic, and 1 from Greg Hornby, who is a regen striker, who we didn't actually get through our youth intake. He was just a randomly generated player available for free at the start of the game, and he was signed by our head of youth development, and well, he's developed into quite a decent little striker. It'll be interesting to see how well his career develops, as well as that of Adam Ider, who just goes from strength to strength. A 2-1 win against Swindon Town. This was our game in hand. Then followed, that was what gave us the advantage of points at the top. A 0-0 then with MK Dons, which is a really good result because that was away from home against the team in third. Can't complain about that. And then a 1-0 win against Wycombe away from home. Fantastic result. They were in fifth at the time. So another excellent result against one of the teams chasing for a playoff place. But we, of course, have our eyes set on a higher prize. And, well, today we're going to be playing bottom of the league Rochdale, and then Fleetwood, of course, who are in 7th, just outside the playoffs now. 2 home games again, so hopefully some good results, fingers crossed, and then they can hopefully help us to extend our lead. I mean, I'm saying hopeful a lot there. I'm hopeful of a lot of things, but I'm cautiously optimistic, shall we say. So the team then for this one is Callum Burton in goal, Field, Boone, Jones and Brown the back four, Dixon Bonner, Adeyemi, who's kind of trailed off a little bit but he's still in there, and George Maris in midfield, Will Ferry on the left, Dennis Politic on the right, and Adam Ider, who now is up to 27 goals in the league, up top. I am considering bringing Ruffles in for Adeyemi. He has fallen off a fair bit, but he's still not playing badly, so we'll leave him in there. We'll leave him in there for now. So Rochdale struggling at the foot of the table. One of the main candidates for relegation. They've still got Luke Matheson. He's not left. He didn't leave in January, which is interesting. Managed to hold on to him, but yeah, very defensive system from them. So this could either be a bit of a one-sided affair, or it's going to be a classic case of FMing. Well, they'll put a long ball over the top in the 96th minute and win 1-0 with their only shot on target. Hopefully not though. We're coming forwards early on. A goal in the first minute would settle the nerves for sure. James Brown on the right hand side flings it across. It's come down to Tom Adeyemi, And I said I was going to take him out the starting lineup. What do I know? Fabulous strike from the former Norwich and Ipswich man. Good work from James Brown. He looks up, actually stops, doesn't go for a shot. Dennis Politics squares it as well. And Adeyemi lashes home. We've got the lead. We've got the breakthrough. The defensive system from Rochdale has already been breached. I mean, this would be excellent if we could keep this up. Maris with a wild shot, but at the moment Charlton aren't winning, so 7 points back to them. And in fact, it's gone up to 8 points. They must have gone behind. Indeed, they have. Wickham doing us a favour, taking the lead in that one. Early stages, of course. Adam Ida on the right hand side, appalling pass from him, gives it straight to them, but we get away with it. Get it back straight away. Dennis Politic across to Will Ferry, Adeyemi again, and this time over. I think the Rochdale striker was just sort of confused there. He didn't know what to do. He didn't expect to get the ball at any point, certainly not from one of the opposition players. But I mean, keep it up. Certainly would need a few more goals just to sort of settle the nerves. Tom Field has got a bruised ankle, which isn't too bad. He'll probably demand to be taken off in a minute, but yeah, another goal would certainly settle the nerves. Dixon Bonner across to Maris, back to Dixon Bonner, across to Tom Field. How injured is he? He's well enough to make a pass. Will Ferry squirms it into the box. Dennis Politics there. It's blocked. Goodness me. I'm not sure how that didn't go in. A save and then hit the post. Ida just sort of stood there. Didn't know much about it. Maris with the corner in. Ida heads over. There was a chance for Rochdale to equalise. O'Connell hits it over the bar. That was a dangerous one. They've just brought Charlie Adam on. The Charlie Adam. Will Ferry, though, wins the ball back on the left-hand side. Cuts inside to George Maris. Adeyemi with another shot. He's desperate for another goal, but he's not getting one. I've just got 35 years old, Charlie Adam. 4 pace, but he's still got some technical ability about him. Time is going away here. No substitutions made, which is risky, but we've got away with it. A 1-0 win, just the one goal. It's like they forgot to defend in the first minute. They were asleep. And they were like, oh yeah, we're meant to be defending. But unfortunately, we'd already got the lead. But it's a good win, well done. A bit risky not making any subs, but my plan is just to sort of get promoted, and then if everyone gets injured after that, it's fine. And wow, absolutely massive result. Wickham beat Charlton 1-0, which means with 9 games to go, we are 8 points clear of them. Still 13 points clear to third place, as MK Dons did record a win. Tom Field's out for 2 days, which isn't too bad. He should be back for the Fleetwood game. Fleetwood did beat us 4-0 earlier on in the season, so I'm not sure what to expect. Oh, so you won't let me hire a new coach because you say there's not enough money, even though you said I could have one, but you're fine just hiring an under-18s physio. That's okay. Slightly concerning that after the Fleetwood game, we've actually only got 3 home games left all season. So, I mean, we haven't actually been too bad away from home recently. So maybe it's not too bad. Oh, I completely forgot that I was still Venezuela manager. I was hoping I'd have been sacked by now, or at least that they just forget to call me and remind me about it, take me off the email list. I mean, I would just go with that as suggested squad. I'll be honest, I'm not really bothered, Jose. I'm not really bothered. Just a reminder that I have lost every single match as Venezuela manager, and well, we've got to play. If we can't beat Bolivia, at home, then I'm going to resign before the Argentina game, because yeah, one day we'll be in charge of an international team that we're not completely hopeless with. But anyway, we're in charge of a club side that's going pretty well. Fleetwood Town up next, and no reason to change the team. Everyone is not suspended. Everyone is relatively fit for now, at least. So yeah, no reason to change whatsoever. Let's go into this and see if we can avenge that 4-0 loss earlier on in the season. It's a Christmas tree formation from Fleetwood. I've never actually seen a Christmas tree formation from the AI. Emma Hayes is revolutionising things here at Fleetwood Town. Yes, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how things go. They didn't play this system against us last time. I can't remember what they did play. I think it was the same shape as the one we used, but it definitely wasn't that. But whatever they did, they beat us 4-0. So I'm expecting, hopefully, an improved performance today. Well, first highlight goes Fleetwood's way. It's headed over from a free kick from Danny Redmond, and I mean nothing has happened until then. Dixon Bonner, I think, is about to be sent off. He is. Great. We've not had I've never mentioned it, but we haven't had a single player sent off all season. We have the lowest number of yellow cards in the division. We've not had a single red card. And then in one of our last home games of the season, which is a game we really need to win against a team who are challenging for the playoffs, one of our most consistent and best players of the season does something really, really, really stupid. We'll bring on Josh Ruffles. I guess I'll take off Will Ferry because he's on a slightly lower rating than Dennis Politic, but I'm not happy about it. Not happy at all. Free kick from Redmond, headed in, and we are 1-0 down. Paul Coots with the goal. I'm not sure that actually came from the foul. I'm going to assume it did. It seems a little bit further forward than where the foul was committed, but not happy at all. I mean, they're dominating this one, and it's not. I don't think we're going to turn this one around. Just the one shot on target. What is it with Fleetwood? What is it with Christmas trees? Not good enough. And where are you? Right, absolutely appalling. How dare you get sent off so early? No, we haven't had a single red card all season. Why do it now? I'm going to go to cautious. We did actually do this against Wickham. That was away from home, but they were sort of dominating the game. Making the switch to cautious did actually seem to help, although I'm not sure it's going to really make much of a difference in this one, and it doesn't appear to be making any difference at all. So we might as well just go attacking. The second half is just disappearing rapidly. Another free kick from Redmond. They've scored again. Anthony Glenn. I mean, that's all we've seen all day. 3 free kicks. They've scored 2 of them, and then a red card for us. Thoroughly uninteresting game. It's a good job we've got a bit of a points buffer, but I mean, this is a home game. We've only got 2 more home games left this season. Maris with the free kick. We've got a goal back. Adam Ida with his 30th of the season. Is there time to mount a comeback? We need to be getting something out of this game. We can't rely on our away form. Adam Ida gets a goal back. He's onside. I'm not sure why we're seeing it again. All 3 goals have come from indirect free kicks today, which is certainly something. I don't think we're going to get another one back. Let's make a couple of changes in the sort of hope it makes a bit of a difference. Bring on Jason Lowe, and then I don't know. I think there's no one else on the bench that I really think will make even the slightest bit of a difference. So yeah. And the time's gone. A 2-1 defeat to Fleetwood Town. Very disappointing. It's not really that it was a poor performance. We were kind of just shot ourselves in the foot when Dixon Bonner got sent off. I think it would have been a different result if not for that one. So disappointing. You're coming into training tomorrow. Not good enough. Not good enough. Charlton win against Gillingham. MK Dons draw though, so that's okay. That means the gap to Charlton is now only 5, but the gap back to MK Dons is 12. So it could be a lot worse, but it could have been a lot better. It should have been a lot better. We should have been winning that game. That was just not good. And it's, as I say, it's not even because it was a bad performance. We just had the bad luck of a red card for the first time this season. I should say, actually, didn't mention, as we're on his page, Dixon Bonner, there's been interest from a few sides in the National League. I think it was Eastleigh who were the one. It wasn't Eastleigh. It was Filed. Filed put a bid in for him on loan. I mean, he's been an ever present in the starting lineup when he's not been suspended all season. Why on earth would I, managing the side top of League One, loan out one of my starting 11 to a team in the Vanarama National League? And why would he want to go? Absolutely absurd. But there we go. I'm not doing the press conference. You can go to that one, Mark. And yeah, just confirmed the fine. Not good. Not something we expect to happen at the team. And that is the first defeat for a little bit of a while. And well, a little bit of a derailment, especially because it was at home. That's the disappointing thing. But we are still top. We have got a bit of a buffer, and hopefully we can keep things going. We will be back. I don't know. Potentially for the last 2 games of the season, Wimbledon and Oxford. We might be back a little bit sooner if things are going well and it's looking like we might get promoted, or indeed if things are going a little bit off the boil and it looks like we might not be. Not looking forward to April with just 1 home game out of 5. That's not going to be fun. With 8 games to go then, it's certainly looking interesting. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happens in the rest of the season. Leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.